Hello and welcome to Hot Tea with Holly. I am Holly and we are live. How are you? Please say hello if you are here live with me. And if you are watching this in playback, welcome. I am live every Tuesday at 1 o'clock on the East Coast over on Facebook, Holly Perkins Fitness on Facebook. And you might be watching this in playback either on my blog at hollyperkins.com or even potentially on YouTube. Either way, please say hello using the comments below. I have a very special episode for you today, and I have decided to work into the topics that I talk about on a regular basis. I want to start working in many conversations around mindset. And so today we're going to be talking about something I call in the pursuit of. And I'll be sharing what that is in just a couple of minutes, but it's really about the psychology and the mindset approaches that are really helpful if you are in the pursuit of becoming better. We're going to get crystal clear today on exactly what that means in my conversation, the way that I approach being in the pursuit of better, because it doesn't mean you're not already good enough. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you are here with me, hello, welcome. I'm so glad. If you are new to my community, please make sure you take a moment and say hello, introduce yourself below, or come on over to my website and share your email address with me. And that way we can have a more ongoing conversation. Come on over to hollyperkins.com. And there are several free downloads that you can take advantage of so that we can cultivate a relationship and have a conversation. How are you on this Tuesday? Today, my beverage of choice is the regular Harney & Sons, but it is hot cinnamon spice. And the reason why is because I have already been over caffeinated today. So this morning I had a cup of PG Tips, and then I had an extra strong cup of Japanese sencha from Harney & Sons before my workout. And this is my post-workout caffeine push for the rest of the afternoon. So if you are having a hot beverage with me, please say hello. I'm so curious what you're drinking. I'd love to hear from you. And as I said, if you're here for the first time, please let me know. White peach matcha. And I'm sure it's from Harney & Sons because that is one of my favorites. Facebook user, it doesn't have your name, and I know who you are. Is it Lois? Who is it? Who's drinking white peach matcha? Heidi, is that you? Whew! And I'm so glad that you mentioned that because I ran out of my white peach matcha, and it's one of my favorites. For some reason, I associate that tea with summer. And so we're moving into winter here on the East Coast. In fact, I've got a wintry white snow day today. And so for some reason, I don't think about white peach tea in the winter. I tend to go for more of the black teas, the heartier, the big body, the fuller teas, coffee, of course. And in the summer, I tend to lean more into green tea, matcha, fruit flavored green teas, and white teas. But thank you for the reminder about white peach matcha, because I need to order some. Okay, Lois, so hard for me to find this. I'm only drinking water. So hard for me to find this. What, the white peach matcha? Harney & Sons has a great one. Oh, Heidi, it's you. How did I know that? I kind of figured that was you drinking the white peach matcha. Say that really fast. That is not easy to say. White peach matcha. White peach matcha. It's like, how now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Say it really fast. Anyway, back on topic. Welcome. If we have not met before, my name is Holly. I help you use strength training and intentional nutrition to help you create the body that you need to keep up with the life that you love. And let's talk about that for a moment. At some point in your future, you may and most likely will confront some kind of a struggle, be it a physical struggle, an emotional struggle, a health struggle. If you haven't already experienced that, there's a good likelihood that at some point in your life you will. And I am all about helping you really build a strong body, a strong constitution, so that when you do have to walk bravely through those tough times, you're able to actually call upon the physical strength that you have. And in order to cultivate that, it's so important to be strength training and to be intentional about your nutrition. When you bring those two things together, you will be unstoppable. And I am all about that. So today we are talking about in the pursuit of, and ultimately what that is about is being in the pursuit of better. I want to have a crystal clear conversation about this today for a number of reasons. I'm very passionate about this conversation. This is for you if you just want to be better. Do you want to have better energy? Do you want to feel better? Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to perform better? Do you want to be happier? Do you want to be leaner? Do you want to look better? Do you want to be a smaller size? None of it matters, and all of it matters. What it comes down to is that is your pursuit. And I think that is a beautiful thing to be celebrated, because I personally, in my opinion, feel that if we're not really moving forward in life, there's a tendency to either fall into that place of complacency or potentially to even start to fall behind. I've been there myself. And this is one reason why I'm so passionate about one of my missions is to really help women feel stronger on all levels. And so if you're in the pursuit of anything, I hope you will share that with me in the comments below. What are you in pursuit of? I think that human growth and evolution and the spirit and the evolution of our spirit and our mind and our body and our soul and who we are is part of why we're here on this earth in this wonderful go around called life. And to be in the pursuit of something better, I think is commendable. And I also know personally, it has really brought a richness to my life. It has improved my life on so many levels. And that is what we're talking about today. So the reason why I wanted to have this conversation, but first, let's take a break from our sponsors. Hot tea. We are not sponsored by Harney and Sons. I am not sponsored by any tea suppliers. Harney and Sons just happens to be one of my favorites lately. It used to be Teavana until Starbucks put that on the smackdown to my great dismay. Years ago, all I talked about was Teavana until I can't have my Teavana anymore. So now we are all about the Harney and Sons and the PG tips, of course. But no, this is not sponsored. This is just a great opportunity to have a cup of tea with you. The reason why I want to have this conversation today is because in my experience being in the fitness industry, which has a tendency to be vanity focused, there has been some pushback, some outlash, some criticism of my beloved industry where wanting to be better is shamed. Wanting to look better is risky business these days. Wanting to lose weight subjects you to criticism by the voices out there. And I have been in the front lines of this. Being in the fitness industry, I have gotten some direct messages and emails and nasty comments, all from women, which blows my mind, that to help you become leaner is a bad thing. And I've wrestled with this for a number of years now. And if you're one of my regular followers, you may have noticed I haven't been as present on Instagram in the past year and a half. And this is a big reason why. I wanted to get crystal clear on what I stood for so that I can move forward with really a clear message. And my message is this: if you are in the pursuit of better, you are in my corner. I am in your corner, and I hope you will join me on this incredible journey. And if you are in the pursuit of something better, It doesn't mean that you are something less than. If you are in the pursuit of stronger, it doesn't mean that you're weak. If you are in the pursuit of becoming leaner, it doesn't mean you're fat. And it doesn't mean you're not amazing at every size. And if you're in the pursuit of wanting to look great, that doesn't mean that you're not already gorgeous. To be in the pursuit of something bigger and better is a wonderful way to walk through life. Can you imagine if 1 month or 2 months or 3 months from now, you were better as per your definition of better? Wouldn't you be a better human? Wouldn't you be happier? Wouldn't you be healthier? Wouldn't you have more energy? Wouldn't you be better to your loved ones? Wouldn't you be a better mother or coworker? Wouldn't you? Whatever it is. And I think that is a wonderful, commendable thing. And I really want to move forward with my growing platform to really be a stand for you. If you want to lose weight, I am here to support you. And if you want to lose weight because you don't think that you're good enough now already, I will help you to see that you're absolute perfection already. But how wonderful would it be if you were healthier or stronger, or if your doctor was happier with your body composition, or maybe your BMI, or maybe even just your body weight? I am here to support you in that, in whatever your pursuit of betterment is. And I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below if you hear me loud and clear. And if you're having a tea or a coffee or a water, Lois, let me know. Brenna says, preach it, girl. You know, my friend, I'm so glad that you are here. Hello. Hi, Irene. Hi, Hollis. I love your message today. Brenna says, preach it, girl. I love it. And Heidi, I don't understand the mentality that wanting to be better and fit is wrong. I can't comprehend that. Thank you, my dear friend. It's really true. Right? So here's the deal. People pop in and out of my live feeds. And so I just want to revisit what we are talking about today. It's in the pursuit of whatever that means for you. Share it with me. What are you in the pursuit of right now? Happier, stronger, more energetic? Check, check, check. Nicer to the people around you. I'm pretty nice to everyone, but in years past, I had to work on that because if I didn't feel well or I was grouchy, the people around me knew, and I do not do that anymore. And you know why I don't do that anymore? Because I worked on the pursuit of being a better human. If I'm having a bad day, you might not know. And no one in my life would know except my nearest and dearest who know my tone of voice. Then they can read between the lines and figure it out. But what are you in pursuit of? Do you want to lose weight? Let's use those words. Let's use those dirty words in the industry right now. Because you know what? Let's get clear on what lose weight means for you. The truth is, if you're strength training, simply losing weight on the scale gets a little muddled because the scale does lie if you're strength training. And if you really want to lose weight right, you are strength training, because ultimately what we're talking about is moving you towards better composition. Every single woman on this earth will be healthier and will feel better if she has more muscle mass. Every single one. Every single one. Even some of my friends who have a lot of muscle know their life will be better when they have more muscle. And for most of us, we will also be healthier if our body composition is such that more of you is muscle and less of you is body fat. to a certain degree, because it is true, you can't go too low in your body fat. You do need body fat, but you're not going to stumble upon being too low in body fat. It's very, 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 very few women that I've ever worked with. And generally, those women are in a very rich conversation with me. I do have some clients who we have to keep an eye on their body fat because it can tend to get a little bit too low. But here's the deal. Why is that to be criticized? So today we are talking about being in the pursuit of better, whatever that means for you. And I would love it if you would share what it means for you. I'll share what it means for me because I have been criticized for wanting to look better. Shame on you for being so vain, Holly Perkins. Shame on you for putting some attention into your new eye makeup. What do you think? I've been watching the YouTube videos on how to do eye makeup. I went a little heavy-handed today, I'll admit, but you know, I'm into the makeup tutorials on YouTube. That's what I do in my downtime. I don't watch Netflix. I watch makeup tutorials on YouTube. But shame on you, Holly Perkins, for wanting to look better. Shame on you for wanting to be leaner or have more muscles or care what I look like because that's vain. And I don't agree with that. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing to care about what you look like. Now, we are going to talk about this a little bit more in depth because to care about what you look like or your body composition or the definition of your muscles doesn't mean that you're less than anything. It doesn't mean you're not already perfect. It doesn't mean you are not already fabulous because the truth is you are already fabulous. Even if you need to lose 150 pounds, you are still fabulous. You are still beautiful. You are still wonderful, but you might need to work on your health as per the medical information that we have that dictates when you're at an increased risk of disease. And that's not a good pursuit. But that doesn't mean you're not perfect as you are. I want to share one of my favorite passages with you right now. I've read it before in the past. And if you don't know this famous passage, oh no, it's not over here. That's right. Hold on 1 minute. I got to find it on my computer. If you don't know this famous passage, you need to know it. There was a time in my life that I wanted to actually have this painted on a wall in my apartment. It's a very long passage by Marianne Williamson. And if you know it, you know it. But if you don't know it, you need to know it because this quote, if you will, radically changed my life in my 20s. And it goes like this. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is not our light. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not within just some of us. It's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. It's a very famous passage, and if you don't know it, you'll want to know it. It's one of my favorites, and it really shifted things for me because I think as women, we have a tendency to worry about wanting to be fabulous. We have been told at various points in our life, like, shame on you for being too fabulous. And the truth is, when you step into that, and when you step into being in the physical body that you want, You are unconsciously influencing those around you. So I have a private coaching client. I won't reveal who you are, but if you're here today, you'll know who you are and you can share if you'd like. And she is on a journey. She is in the pursuit of becoming healthier. And there was a time in her life where she was very unhealthy as per our medical statistics. And she is in the pursuit of becoming better than ever. And she sent me an email, I think it was yesterday, and said, my family and I were just talking about you and how you have influenced the entire family. The husband is eating better, and the son has taken up swimming lessons, which was a former pastime of his that he loved. And so, by her being in the pursuit of betterment for her, she has impacted the lives of the people that she loves by being the example. And so, why is it that being the example of fabulous could ever be a bad thing? And so today we are talking about in the pursuit of. What are you in pursuit of? Because I am here to support you, whatever that looks like. And yes, if that's coming from a place where you don't feel good enough as a human, we will shift that. But I really do believe that if you improve your nutrition and your physical body, that can be part of helping you on the path to also improving how you view yourself, how you see your value, your self-esteem, your contribution in the world, your sense of empowerment. And for me, my journey was I didn't realize what was bubbling underneath until I got in the best shape of my life. And my life changed at the age of 40. When all of a sudden I felt so good about achieving something important to me, that shifted how I felt about myself. That shifted my self-esteem and my self-worth to some degree. It shifted how I felt about myself because I had achieved something that I wanted, something that was important to me. And it changed my life permanently. And I have never looked back. So today we are talking about in the pursuit of. And first up, we've got in general being in the pursuit of wanting to be better. And it doesn't mean that you're not good enough already. Being in the pursuit of better doesn't mean you're not awesome. Being in the pursuit of better doesn't mean you're not an incredible, amazing human being as you are. And the argument for this is being in the pursuit of better helps you be better in all the ways. And I can tell you from medical research that the stronger you are, the more flexible you are, the healthier you are, the better you eat, the better your nutrition, the better your stress management, the better you're going to be in life. But that doesn't mean you're not good enough. And so can't we move forward in the pursuit of being better as a vision that pulls us forward, as a beautiful end goal, or even potential roadmap or marker of just wanting to be better in all the ways? I don't know about you, but I know when I feel better physically, I'm better to everyone. I'm better here serving you for free. I'm better to my clients. I'm better to my friends and my family. I'm happier. I'm more optimistic about the future. I make better food choices. I drink more water. I drink less caffeine when I feel better. And so the argument for wanting to be better is that you deserve to be better if that's what you want. And it doesn't have to mean that you're not already perfect as you are. And if you start to look at it that way, that I am already amazing simply because I am human and I am Holly Perkins. I am your name, right? And how cool would it be? How much better would my life be if I was even better? I personally believe on a spiritual level, that's why we're here. I believe on a spiritual level, that is why we are here, is to grow as humans, to learn, to evolve, and to become better. So being in the pursuit of wanting to be better, whatever that means for you, doesn't have to mean you're not already good enough. And if you're in the pursuit of wanting to be leaner, that doesn't mean that you're not already healthy. And it certainly doesn't mean you are fat. Okay. Wanting to be leaner doesn't mean you are subscribing to diet culture. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with that if you want to be leaner or if you want to lose weight. I do think the phrase lose weight is a loaded combination of two words. And I think it's very important to be clear about what that is. But there are people out there who are 150 pounds heavier than what the medical institutions have shown is the ideal body weight. So you're going to tell me someone who's 150 pounds heavier than their ideal body weight, as per hundreds of years of medical research, that's a bad thing? That's a negative thing? That's to be criticized? I don't buy it. And even if you want to lose weight to the tune of 5 pounds or 7 pounds, who's to say you won't be healthier when you get there? It is important to be clear on the conversation. And that's why I like to use the word leaner or to improve your body composition. Because if we improve your body composition, you'll actually be better from the perspective of more muscle in relation to healthy levels of body fat. And those are markers of your health. Those are markers of your longevity. Those are markers of your risk of future cardiovascular disease. I think now, don't quote me because it changes every week, but I think the number one killer of women now is heart disease. It used to be that was like our fifth number one, risk. And it's now up there. Heart disease is a cardiovascular disease that can be averted in most people through lifestyle habits. And so if you're in the pursuit of losing weight, I want us to get real clear on that conversation so that it's positive and it's inspiring and so that you get there instead of always trying to get there for 15 years and never getting there. Get done with it. Let's be done with it so you can stop having that conversation. But in my community, in my corner, in my lunch table, come on over and sit with me, even if it's important to you to want to lose weight, because that might be important for you. That might be important for your health. And it doesn't mean that you are anything other than amazing. To be in the pursuit of becoming leaner doesn't mean that you're not healthy. And it doesn't mean that you are lacking in any way at all. It just means you want to be leaner for the reasons that you want to be leaner. And I encourage you in that as long as it's a healthy pursuit. I'm here to help you make that a healthy pursuit. And there are lots of ways to make it a healthy pursuit. And if you're in the pursuit of wanting to look fabulous, that doesn't mean that you're not already beautiful. It doesn't mean that you're not already perfection. But to want to look great or fabulous, I think is a worthy endeavor and a beautiful thing if it's coming from a aspirational vision that is reflective of the best of you. It doesn't have to mean you're not already looking great. It doesn't have to mean that you're not already beautiful to want to look better. I personally feel that caring about your appearance is a sign of healthy self-esteem. I believe that it is a sign of self-care and self-love. Now, your wanting to look great might be different than me putting on too much eyeshadow today and wearing my false lashes. It might be different for you. And it doesn't matter, but whatever wanting to look great means to you usually feels great, does it not? Don't you feel amazing when you get a fresh new haircut? Or if you paint your nails? Or if you get a new workout outfit, right? Or if you put a little lip gloss on or whatever it may be, doesn't it feel awesome? Don't you feel great? I mean, it's why the whole beauty industry exists, by the way. So clearly we must all enjoy it. And something I see a lot in my intimate community, inside of the group coaching programs that I host and I offer, I get to have real conversations with women. I get to hear the truth. I get to hear what's really going on. And far too regularly, I hear women say the following after they've told me all the reasons why they want to work with me in some capacity. They want to feel stronger. They want to age gracefully. They want to avoid osteoporosis. They don't want to go down and out like their mother did, right? After they go through all of the noble reasons for wanting to be better, they often say, and I know I shouldn't say this, but I'd kind of like to look better too, as if it's a bad thing, as if it's shameful to say, I want a six pack, or I want my arms to look buff, or I want my booty to look better, as if that's a bad thing. And I talked about this in my book, Lift to Get Lean. I talk about this concept of vanity, right? Being vain has this negative connotation, right? And I mean, vanity does have a definition, which is a shallowness around what you look like. But we can also talk about vanity from the perspective of just aesthetics and image conscious. And why is image conscious necessarily a bad thing if it's coming from a place of just wanting to look better or caring about your appearance? Follow? Does that make sense for you? And I often say to the people that I'm able to have this conversation with, wanting and caring about your appearance doesn't have to be something that you can't speak out loud, that you can't say, hey, I want to look better. Imagine this. Thanksgiving is coming up. If you're watching this in playback, we're shooting this the week of Thanksgiving. And so, there's usually some kind of a gathering, whether it's a large gathering of friends, maybe it's family, maybe it's your family friends. And can you imagine if you showed up at the Thanksgiving dinner, and I have one of you in mind right now, and your family said, you're not making stuffing for Thanksgiving? Or why aren't you eating the cranberry sauce? And can you imagine if you said, I'm eating a certain way because I want to look better? No one would say that. But why not? Right? Can you imagine saying to your family member who says, why aren't you eating the pumpkin pie? Why aren't you having a third piece of pecan pie? And you say, I would love to have a piece of pecan pie, but I'm not going to because I'm actually eating very intentionally because I really want to look better. No one would say that because we know that would be criticized, and it shouldn't be, right? It shouldn't be, because that is a very respectable desire, provided it's not coming from the place that you're not already fabulous as you are. I'm going to stop because I want to check in on some comments from my friends that are here. I see you guys sharing so many comments. Thank you so much. Keep them coming, because I hope this is landing. Is this landing right for you? I got to be honest with you, over the years and as my platform has grown, I have gotten some very upsetting communications from people who don't know me, and I've made peace with it. And I've really been criticized for being a proponent of helping to make you better, leaner, skinnier, lose weight, look better, whatever it may be. Really been criticized. Really. In fact, one of my articles that I wrote for Women's Health Magazine had to be taken down from their blog because it stirred up too many negative comments, and it stirred up too much of the peanut gallery. They ended up having to take the blog down, which at first I was upset. And then I was like, I am doing something right. Right. I was like, I love it. I stirred something, but I actually got like hate emails this time. And, it's just funny. It's like, why are we in the time and place where that's a bad thing? Now, listen, I do know, and I do want to be sensitive to the fact that out there in the world, there are people who are insensitive. There are people who need to work on themselves, who need to be on a pursuit of self-growth and betterment so that they aren't judgmental of people who don't look like the quote unquote modern day societal ideal that the beauty industry promotes. I get that. And I'm not saying that either. I'm certainly not condoning shaming or negative comments, right? But here's the deal. For even those people, if they would stop shaming themselves, if they would stop speaking negatively to themselves, they'd probably stop shaming other people. And so it starts within us. And if you can learn to really have and hold the vision of whatever it means for you to be in pursuit of betterment, and know that it doesn't have anything to do with having to judge yourself or punish yourself to betterment or abuse yourself to betterment. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to hate yourself to better. You can have the grand vision and be pulled towards it because you just want to be a better human and you want to have more energy at the end of the day. Because I promise you this, if you improve your body composition to the degree where there's more of you that's muscle and less of you that's fat, you're going to age better. You're going to reduce or completely avoid injury. You're going to have more energy at 9 o'clock at night. You're going to feel better at dinner time when you have to prepare a meal for your loved ones. Your life is going to be better. And yes, in the very rare occasion, it's possible that your body fat could get too low, but it rarely happens for women. You really have to be on a real extreme, extended program that you would get yourself to the place of being too low in body fat. Unless obviously you're working or walking through some kind of a health challenge. But outside of that, that's not what we're talking about here, right? So I'm so glad that you guys are here and that you're hearing me loud and clear, because in the future, if someone does choose to criticize me, I'm going to send them to this post. How about that? This post will be on my website, hollyperkins.com, and on YouTube. Call it one of my rants or one of my sermons, if you will. And dear friend, if you have misunderstood me in the past, you've been directed to this recording so that you can understand me a little bit better. Talk to me, my friends. So if you're catching this in playback or in recording, we are filming this live, and I've got some friends with me over here on Facebook. Oh, Lois, I follow. If you're still here with me. Okay, in the future, for those of you guys that want to join me, every Tuesday I am here at 1 o'clock on the East Coast. You'll open up your Facebook. You will then, in the search tab, find Holly Perkins Fitness. Come over to the Holly Perkins Fitness page at 1 o'clock, or maybe sometimes I'm a minute or two late, by the way. Sometimes I'm 2 or 3 minutes late. So if you're looking for me right at 1 o'clock and you can't find me, just hang out for a minute. Then if you're on my Holly Perkins Fitness page, as soon as I go live, it generally pops up. you'll get a notification that says Holly Perkins Fitness is live. Or you just go over to the tab that says live. So on my Holly Perkins Fitness page on Facebook, there's a tab at the top that says live, or it says videos. And if you click on that, as soon as I go live, you should be able to see it or get an alert. I think you can also set your settings to be notified when I go live. And that way it'll just pop up on your notifications and you can just click on it and my video should come right up. Okay. But I know you guys, Facebook has gotten to be quite a circus, and it can be very confusing in terms of, where to find me and where to find, it's just become such a circus. I wish they would simplify it. Instead, they're getting more and more complicated with Facebook, which I don't love. I really do wish they would just make it easier for all of us. So, okay, let's see. Brenna is here. Hello. See. Hollis says, I love your message today. Thank you. Thank you. And hold on one second. Would like to bring some of these comments here on live with us, because Irene says, yes, we can love and accept ourselves exactly as we are, while also working to improve ourselves in any way that we want. Those aren't contradictory statements. Can you imagine if I said, I'm going back to school to get my PhD in nutrition because I want to be better? Can you imagine criticizing me for that? No. So why do we criticize someone who wants to look better if that's their version of betterment, right? Or if someone says, I'm taking a part-time job because I want to improve my financial health or my financial future nest egg. Can you imagine wanting to criticize someone for that? No, that's a wonderful thing. Or if someone says, I'm starting to eat more vegetables every day because I want to be healthy, we wouldn't criticize that. So why would we criticize when someone wants to become leaner or have a six-pack or look better? It's the same thing. It's just whatever you want to better. Karen, how are you? Karen, I didn't hear back from you when you emailed me and I pointed you in the direction of Strength Society. Did you figure it all out? Did you find it? Did you get my email and get logged in? If you didn't, please know that you can email me. Those of you guys that know me know that I have just literally a couple of days ago transitioned my entire business over to a whole new platform. So if you have ever joined me for one of my programs like the Glutes Project, the Nutrition Project, Strength Society, you're going to have a whole new login over on my new website, and all of the programs that you have ever joined me for will be in your account all in one place. Okay. And so it's still hollyperkins.com, but you need to log in. Your login is now new because we are on a different platform and a different website. Hollis, sipping on my usual jasmine iced tea after my light weights class in pursuit of better strength, stamina, balance, gait, and posture. Hollis, I want to acknowledge you and celebrate you, right? Can anybody imagine criticizing Hollis for being in pursuit of better strength or stamina or balance or posture? No, that's wonderful. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. Hi, Mary. I'm so glad you're here. Brenna, I love you too. Thank you so much. And Hollis says, in my humble opinion, vanity is merely telling God that you are grateful for the gift of life. It is respect for God's creation. Hollis, we are sisters from another mister. You said it better than I could. And that's exactly what I was wanting to get at. Hold on, I want to take a screenshot of this, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. Vanity, wanting to look better, is merely telling God that you are grateful for this gorgeous body that you have been given. It's a sign of respect to your maker. irrespective of your religiosity, okay, irrespective of your religious perspective or spiritual perspective or denomination, something brought us here, okay? And caring for this wonderful physical body that we've been given is a sign of respect to our maker. It is respect for God's creation. Hollis, I have the chills and I love you. And absolutely, it really is. It's saying thank you. Thank you. I want to care for this beautiful, wonderful body that I have. And I want to care for it and I want to make it better. And I want it to be healthy as long as possible. I want to age gracefully. I want to be a happy old granny that's running 5Ks and inspiring the whippersnappers in their 20s, right? That's who I want to be. Amy, it is crazy how much focus was on healthy at any size myth right before COVID struck. Oh, this is a good one, Amy. This is a good one, you guys. Thank you for sharing this. And has definitely affected so many people dealing with things like obesity and diabetes. We need to take responsibility for our own health, in my opinion. You know, and it's interesting, Amy, like really powerful observation there. For those of you guys, if you remember pre-COVID, we were very much in a space of healthy at every size. And some of the images that we were seeing were women of larger sizes. And to some degree, I believe that you can be healthy, 10, 20, 20 pounds, heavier body weight, body fat than let's call it your ideal statistical body weight. I do believe that you could be healthy. But when you're getting up to 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds heavier than your statistical ideal body weight, we have to start to look at the potential and the risk of cardiovascular disease, because we do know, to put it in mathematical terms, that if your body composition is such that your real body fat is higher than 33%, we know from statistical fact that you are at a higher risk of stroke, diabetes, heart disease, dyslipidemia, age-related weight gain beyond where you already are, all of those diseases that I don't wish upon anyone. And so while there is something about, instead of saying healthy at any age, I would like to say love at any age, self-beauty at any age or at any weight. But I don't know that health at any size is actually accurate. Beauty at every size, yes. Love for every size, yes. But healthy at every size, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure I go along with that. But again, even if you're 100 pounds over your ideal body weight, it doesn't mean you're not an incredible, wonderful, perfect human. It just means your physical body is in a place that's not really set up for health, that really isn't the ideal picture to avoid chronic disease as you age. Patrina, when I ran my marathon, I'd say I'm in training. No, ooh, this is good. No one questioned that. So it's my go-to, marathon or not, since I'm always in training for something. Patrina, I love this, right? And Lois, if you're still here, this might be a really good one for you. It's like, I'm in training. I'm training, right? People might say, what are you training for? I'm training to be stronger. I'm training to be better. I'm training to avoid osteoporosis. I'm training to add more muscle mass. And so therefore I'm eating according to my training. And I love that, Patrina. That's really smart. It's just like, nope, I'm in training. And so I'm cautious and selective about what I'm eating. I love it. I love it. Hollis says best rant ever. It's definitely a rant. I don't know where I couldn't have come up with this one. I just sat down and I wrote up my notes and I'm like, this is what we're talking to over a cup of tea today, my friends. Anita, I get to see you twice today. I'm so excited to talk to you tonight or see you tonight potentially. For those of you guys that are part of the comeback, we are having a group-wide coaching call tonight for the comeback as just a special event. I will be doing these once every quarter just to check in and see how you are. So if you are inside of my group coaching program, the comeback, send me an email so that you can join us for the coaching call tonight at 7 o'clock on the East Coast. Holly Miles, thank you for your helpful insights today. So hitting home with me today. I'm so glad. That is exactly my goal because I know a lot of women really struggle with this. This is a big one. Girl, dang, I feel I've been so out of the loop. Okay, gotcha. All good. So that's all right. You'll get back in the loop when you're ready, and I'm always here for you when you are. Brenna, that makeup tutorial comment, us is everything, ha ha ha, right? You guys, these girls that do these makeup tutorials, it's amazing. So what I tried to do today is called a half cut crease. It's close. It's close. On camera, it looks good. In person, I don't think it looks as good, but I just love it. It's so fun, right? And I'm all about the lashes these days. I just ordered some new lashes. This is what I do in my downtime. I find it fun. And guess what? It's not because I don't think I'm pretty without makeup. You guys see me. I go without makeup all the time. This isn't because I need makeup because I'm less than a human when I don't wear makeup, right? It's exactly what we're talking about today. It's like, I just love makeup. I think it's fun. I love being a woman. I'm so grateful that as women, we get to play with these fun things, right? And it's just something that I enjoy. I also think, on another level, I do believe that looking cleaned up for you is more professional. I take you seriously. I take my community seriously, and I do want to show up as a professional. And I feel that showing up put together a little bit is a sign of respect towards you and to the people in my community, right? Hollis, why are there no fat tigers? Ooh, no fat seagulls, no fat horses. Why are animals smarter than us? In nature, animals don't overeat. Instead of body shaming, we should be habit shaming ourselves. Hollis, that is, girl, you are on it, right? Isn't that interesting? Really true. And now that is definitely a can of worms to open up that conversation, because it could be to some degree about the marketing of the food companies here in the world, well, in the United States. But it's true, right? There really is something about habits, and there is something about your biological health, because we do see fat cats. I have a very fat cat, by the way, and we do see fat dogs, right? It's usually because the humans are overfeeding them, though. How's that? Isn't that interesting? Think about that one for a moment. But it's true. We don't ever see fat salmon, right? Or fat bears. I mean, bears do get a little bit fatter as they are going into their hibernation stage. They put on some weight, so they're going to lose weight during hibernation, right? But it really does come down to the habits. And while I don't want to shame anyone, I will never shame anyone for their habits. I will say the habits are what lead us to where we are. And so rather than it being a function of worth or worthiness, it really is choice around your habits. What choice are you making around your habits? And are those choices leading you to the health or the body that you want? Or are those habits leading you to something that maybe could be putting you at risk for future pain? That's why my platform is about helping women use strength training and intentional nutrition to create the body they need to keep up with the life that they love. And it does come around to your choices and your habits. Hollis says I look like a supermodel. I don't know if I go that far, but my eyeshadow is pretty good. Oh, you guys are sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Holly Miles says she has fat squirrels. I'll tell you what, I got some fat squirrels right now too. I have been watching them prepare for winter. They run past my window and they go over and they get these big, huge apples and they run across my front yard with these huge apples in their mouth and they're stalking them in a tree over there somewhere. And every time I see them go back and forth each week, they do tend to get a little bit fatter. They are preparing for winter, right? Okay, Hollis is hitting us with another amazing truth bomb here. In my humble opinion, most women look better with makeup. I have no desire to look natural. I was also born illiterate. And am I reading this right? I was also born illiterate, and they took care of that right away. Interesting, right? I have no desire to look natural. I hear you. And I also feel that, like, you know, some women are absolutely gorgeous without any makeup. I mean, I think most of us to some degree are beautiful without makeup, right? I don't feel that a person needs to wear makeup to be beautiful. I don't feel that. But I do feel that if you like it, if it makes you feel better about you, if you feel that it helps you to put your best face forward, pun intended, in the world, that's certainly a wonderful thing to be celebrated and to be acknowledged and to be praised. So I'm here praising all of you guys. Rant is over. That is it for today. If you need any support or guidance in your journey to getting stronger, to improve your lean muscle mass, to improve your body composition, if you feel that you're struggling a little bit with the strategy, come on over to my website, hollyperkins.com/offer. And there I have a 10-page premium download, which is a 6-week strength and cardio plan that tells you exactly how to follow a 6-week strength training program and cardio programming, the exact exercises. You've got access to video tutorials so that you know how to perform those exercises, the rest phases, the number of repetitions, the progression. You can do it at home. You can do it at gym. I give you direction on effective cardio. So if you haven't already gotten your hands on my 6-week strength and cardio program, totally free, 10-page free download, come to hollyperkins.com/offer and you will have it like that. How can we attend your program tonight? Hollis, so tonight it's specifically only for women who are inside of the comeback. So the comeback is one of my paid group coaching programs. And you would have to join the comeback. If you want to join the comeback, you're welcome to send me an email. But it is specifically only for women that are inside of the comeback. And I haven't been talking about the comeback a whole lot this year because I've been focusing on some of my other programs like the Glutes Project and the Nutrition Project. And I probably will start talking about the comeback again next year. You guys are always welcome to join the comeback. It's always available to you, even though I don't talk about it. It's technically what I call off shelf. But if you are interested in joining the comeback, send me an email. I can give you some information on it. But it is a private group coaching call just for those members. Diane, be careful with makeup. Some ingredients can be controversial, 100%. I do tend to buy as much of the natural makeup as possible because I agree, makeup and a lot of beauty products are toxic in general. I so hear you. Okay, guys, I'm signing off. Happy Tuesday. If you're here with me live, happy holidays. We are moving into Thanksgiving here in the United States. And if you're watching this in playback, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I hope to see you on a Tuesday. Holly Perkins Fitness, live every Tuesday, 1 p.m. on the East Coast. That is 10 a.m. on the West Coast. And around the world, you'll have to do the math yourself. But I hope to see you next time. Have a great day.